Once again, we're back. Today I'm not gonna have the webcam on me. I'm really drained today. It's probably gonna be a short stream, really short stream. Feel like kicking some ass if I can, because this game is broken as fuck. Plus I'm hungry too. I wanna skip out and get some food. This is probably a zoner. I hate zoners. This game is riddled with zoners, but whatever. Zoners and PUSS, you know the rest. Why is there an echo and lag? See, this is what pisses me off. All right, so just to let y'all know, I got this weird echo in my shit. And look at this punk motherfucker. He's sitting there waiting to counterpick. This game is for, I swear, I can't say the word I wanted to say. But anyway, um
Melina.
yeah, I got this weird echo. It seems like I got the worst luck. The worst luck. All these other streamers have everything all cool and clean. I've been searching YouTube for what to do about my situation with streaming and what settings to put stuff on. Like I got some good ass internet and I got a great graphics card, like the newest one, and there's still lag and still, you know,
Cyberlin
echoing
assembled.
audio, lagging audio. Like this shit. YouTube says that my bit rate is too low when I set it where it recommends a 4500. Like I don't know what the hell's going on. Look at this. Look at this. I wasn't even
Round
paying
one.
attention. Look
Fight.
at this. And they think they're good. This is what kills me about this game. I'm not even paying attention. Look at this. He's not even blocking because the game doesn't promote it. Look at this. He going zone. Told you. This is pussies. Honestly, I was looking at the screen. Look at this.
Round two. Fight.
Moves gather way too quick. Only in this game. Look at this. Look at this. This is so cheap. You can't even punish the shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This shit is fucking trash, bro. I knew better. I knew better before I played. I just knew how they was gonna play. And I'm glad to hear that Ninja Killer said, I heard him say earlier today that he doesn't like this game. The fact anybody that likes this game, man, I swear to God, I feel like they should be beat up. I don't think stupid people should be allowed to make decisions because they make it harder for the world. These stupid people bought this game and still support it, paid for anything like the microtransactions. I'm like, this shit is stupid, man. I'm just playing this because this is the most popular game that more people are gonna tune into. Because MKX, I swear, if I stream MKX, I'm not gonna have a whole bunch of people looking, and it's hard for me to get a match in that game because they. Why is there echo on my shit? And all the decent players that won't, scrub you out, they decline. Shit is fucking demonic. Another Shao Kahn player. Honestly, I feel like the more a game gets exposure, for example, how can I put it?
Spawn.
Like the more tournaments that's shown online and stuff. I mean, it's inevitable,
New
right? Because
Cybot.
it's going to be shown, right? But the more people see how certain characters are used and the
Cover our
brokenness,
ship.
which are the cheapest characters, people around them, the casuals and the scrubs, kind of one and the same. They're going to start using them. You're going to have to deal with all that shit online. Look at this.
Round one. Fight.
Look at this. Mash. That's Mortal Kombat 11. Mash. That shit is fucking trash. God. Mash. This fucking game is so fucking bad. You don't have to do anything. Just sit there and block. Because everything's predictable in this shit. See this shit? No skill needed.
Two. Fight.
Look at this. Look at this. The most fucking. Look at this. Just back up. Look at this. Look at this. Back up. Look at. Roll out. Look at this. Shit just gathers. That's not what I was doing. Just look at this. They just sit there and wait. The whole shit looks annoying.
Final round. Fight.
Look at this. They're not even fighting. Look at this. So fucking broken. Look at this. Easy. Just back away. Look. That's not what I was doing. Look at this. Just back away. Look at this. Look how they just run away. Definitely not worth my time. That's what he gets for running back and forth like a pussy. Cause this game does this shit. It's designed that way. I fucking hate this shit. You want to hear hate about Mortal Kombat 11? Tune into my stream. You're not gonna get it like that from anywhere else.
Fatality. Noob Saibot wins.
Piece of shit. And my inputs was coming out wrong. I wasn't even doing that upward sickle. I was doing the back one, and it kept coming out as a down back one. And out of all the games I have, this is the only game that keep closing out to go to home screen on my Xbox. So I got to keep restarting, bro. This shit. Played him before. That's a piece of shit. It's more than likely a piece of shit. I've noticed too, even though the warning keeps coming up on my stream thing for on my YouTube page, when I don't have the webcam on, it doesn't glitch as much, which is odd to me. I haven't seen a glitch yet. Let me see something. What is this? What the hell is this? Come on now. It's all slow. Ew. Should I? Oh, he want to counter pick. You want to counter pick, buddy?
Cabal.
I hate counter pickers.
Kotal's Coliseum.
Air gas. I just said this shit. One of the worst things is exposure to new. Look at it.
Round one. Fight.
Scrubs. One of the worst things that happen. Air gas. Watch this shit. Air gas. What'd I tell you? How do I know this shit, right?
Round 2, fight.
They know all the cheap shit. Anything that's cheap. Just mash. How did he get out of there? Yep. You know, all the cheap shit. Look. They can't wait to grab. All the scrubs. Idiot. The scrubs love this shit.
Finish him.
Scrubs are all the cheap mechanics and all the cheap moves. All of them.
To the NetherRealm with you.
I mean, if you're a better player, you know that shit too, but you don't rely on it. That's what scrubs do. They only rely on the bullshit.
Liu Kang.
This is gonna be fun. I could tell.
Collector.
He's gonna do fade in, watch. Fade in, fade out, watch. What does he have? Let's see if I'm right. How did I know?
Tournament.
Lean in.
Round 1, fight.
What? How? How? You see how fast he mashed? Look at the mashing. Look at the mashing. Told you. Mash. I'm so glad this is recorded. Unbelievable.
Round 2, fight.
What? Just smash. Just smash. Look at that. On hit. On hit. No defense. That's what this game does. Just mash. With the toasty.
Finish him.
And this must be his main too, because he got him in this fucking combat thing. He gonna pick Sub-Zero next. Either Sub-Zero or Shiva. Or yeah, Shao Kahn. There's the other one. Okay. I should beat it with Kung Lao.
Cage.
I should.
Shao Kahn.
RoboCop.
Kung Lao.
He's gonna zone with him.
Shao Kahn.
What is that? The 4-4? I think it's 4-4-4-3. You're gonna spam that too. I don't play with Shao Kahn, so I don't know. I can't tell you the inputs. I just know what they use. Down 3, down 4. Fucking idiot.
Round 1. Fight.
Stop fucking sitting there blocking. Oh. Fatal.
Round 2.
You see that? No skill needed. No skill needed. No skill needed. Look at this. No skill needed. No skill needed. Because I knew he was going to mash. This game also makes people bounce off of you when you block them. Super bouncy. Look at this. Look at this.
Failed to impress.
Finish him. Kung Lao wins.
He pissed. He think about it's got to be Shiva. I should have said Shao Kahn before, but now since you can't use him, it's going to be Shiva, Rambo, or Jade. Let's not forget Joker. Oh, Cabal. Really? Really? Air gas.
Cabal.
He mad. I'm gonna fuck him up with my Jax just to piss him off. Cause how does Jax beat Cabal, right? Because this scrub relies on bullshit. He relies on the most broken stuff. So you gotta watch out for the broken air gas and the random ass low spinner. Look at this.
Round 1. Fight.
Look at this. Jump. Look at this. Look at this. It's no skill involved. Look at this. Look at this. That's what you get for trying to jump. It's what they rely on. No skill. This is the only game that allows scrubs to get it. It's like the Revenge of the Nerds.
Drop and give me 50.
Round 2. Fight.
Look at this. Instant grab. Jump. Unbelievable. With his air gas.
Finish him. Jackson Briggs wins.
He still believes. Watch this. Not even thinking. Not even thinking.
Round one. Fight.
Fucking idiot. Not even fucking thinking. I don't know why that shotgun thing came out.
Bring it.
Round two. Fight.
Look at this. Couldn't wait to down instant down too. Fatal. That whole finish him thing that pops up, it just messes you up because you're trying to connect the combo and do some fly shit, and it just fucks up the timing, man. I was trying to do the brutal on him,
Jackson Briggs wins.
and he still wants to, because that's all he can. He only knows all the broken shit. He couldn't get away with it with the Shao Kahn, so he went back to the broken air gas cabal because he knows that that won the Evo or something. I should have picked Jade on him. I should have picked Jade on him.
Jade.
Collector. Ah. So far it seems like he only knows air gas cabal, Shao Kahn to an extent, and collector. All the cheap
The
shit.
hourglass.
Hard gamer, really? What? No anti-air. Can't even anti-air in this game.
Round one. Fight.
On hit. On hit. No blocking. No blocking. Told you. All the cheap shit. Look at that. No blocking. This game promotes mashing. What? Look at that.
I'm simply
Just mash.
Round two. Fight.
What? Get out of there, right? Because he's relying on bullshit. Look at that! He's not passing this game. This game, I told you, they know all the bullshit. They know all the bullshit. Fade out. You can do fade out. What? You see that? Piece of shit. I swear. These people are lucky. I can't even say it on stream.
Final round. Fight!
Look at this. Look at this. Just random. No defense. Look at this. Pussy. Fucking pussy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That's the game. Look. Fuck this fucking game. On wake up. On wake up. On wake up. Who does that? Wakes up with that.
Bond, the Joker. Raiden. Nightwolf. Gearus. Black Dragon Fight Club. Round 1. Fight. Is near. Round 2. Fight. Poor choice. Finish him. Gearus wins.
Hey, what's up, bad boy? Hey, I had to cut the mic off. You hear me cut the mic off? It's because there's some random noise in the background I don't want in my stream. That's why. What's up? What's going on? This scrub. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Round 1.
What? You look at this, random. Look at this, random. What? Really? I swear, this. Look at this. Another problem about this game is that the moves are too predictable. It's too predictable. And this scrub-ass Joker. Scrub-ass Joker. Look at this. Look at this. This is what you gotta deal with, bro. It's so fucking easy for these pieces of shit to win in this game, bro. This game isn't meant for the skill. And it pisses me off that people support this shit.
How's that for a punchline? Round 2. Fight.
Look at this. Mash. Fucking mash. Easy. What the fuck? Mashing. Look at this. Look at this rollout. Anything for scrubs to help scrub, bro. Look at this. Can't run up on him. I can't run up on him. Look at this.
I'll save the day.
Look at this.
Time ravages you.
Look at this.
Final round.
Look at this.
Fight.
What the fuck? Nobody ever. Look at this. For pussies, bro. They can just run far screen and then roll out and just, it's just for pussies, bro. People love this game. I don't understand it. I don't understand this shit. Roll it. Watch this shit. I'm gonna scrub him out too since he wanna be a fucking idiot. Look at that. Look at the fucking hitbox on this shit. Ow! Man, this fucking game, I can't, bro. I can't. The whole time you gotta chase him. Fuck me. This game is fucking evil, bro.
Joker. Scorp Sub-Zero. Kotal's Coliseum. Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight.
I'll save the day.
Finish. Devora. Jackson Briggs. Deadpool. Round 1. Fight. Round 2, fight. Finish him. Brutality.
To the NetherRealm with you.
Scorpion wins.
Hopefully that noise in the background doesn't continue. It's to the point where the percentages that they show for you playing against somebody, it doesn't even matter. Or the record. Like I got beat by a person that had 600 something wins and like close to 2,000 losses. And I only got beat because of scrub shit. And I'm not saying every time I lose or something, it's scrub, it's because of some scrub shit. That's not always true. In most games, in this game, I usually get beat by the cheap scrub shit. What's up, bad boy? I got like 40 subscribers and nobody ever shows up. Nobody pulls up. I don't understand. I'm about to stop streaming. I'm about to stop streaming for real. Nobody wants to support. And this game is already, stressful as it is. Um, I'm also thinking about streaming some other games I got too, but I don't know. Not to be negative, but I don't think anybody can pull up and watch me play Resident Evil 8 or 7 or what else I got. I don't know. I don't think anybody gonna watch. Shit, I think I got probably let me see, because I'm afraid to go on my interface on my Xbox. I don't want to show the world all my shit, but I think I got eight. I got like eight or anywhere from 8 to 10 games. But the game I play the most for some reason is this bullshit because it's all I can really get competition in, and it's not even competition. That's the funny part. It's just, but I got Resident Evil 7 and 8. Those are my favorites besides the old school ones. Um, I got old ass Call of Duty, but I gotta reinstall that, and it's so big as far as how much space it takes up. I'm like, whatever. I got Call of Duty. What's the one that was? It's the one before the most recent one. It's the one before Vanguard. That's what I got. You know what? I ain't gonna do that.
Cassandra Cage.
Kung Lao.
Baraka.
I got Evil Within. I haven't played those games in so long. I got Evil Within, I think 1 and 2, I believe. I love those games
Kung
too.
Lao.
I got Batman Arkham Knight. Yes, yes, sir.
Shang Tsung's
Look
Island
at this.
Games.
This is what you gotta deal with. You see how he was doing? See how he was moving? Look at this. This is what you gotta deal with in this game.
Round 1. Fight.
This is what you gotta deal with. Look at this. Just smash. Just smash. No skill needed. See how quick it gathers? Look at this. He's just mashing. No defense. That's his game. Yeah, but you know what? I'm thinking about playing Arkham Knight too. I might jump on that tonight. I don't know. It's out there. I'm tired of this fucking game. This game is demonic. This game is so demonic. It doesn't promote any kind of blocking. Look at this. Mash. Just waking up. Just waking up. Just mashing.
Round 2. Fight.
Look at this. Ooh. Just mashing. Just mashing. That's what this game does. Fucking idiot. You got it. You got it. You know what? That boy, I'm gonna start streaming those just because you suggested. Just because you suggested. I'm gonna start doing that. You know, I'm gonna start laying off this game. If I can, because it's so, believe it or not, this game is so bad, it's addictive, and I don't know why. I think it's because not only my old school love for Mortal Kombat, right? But I know, right? But it's also that like it's a stupid thing, but I guess it's because I feel like maybe one day I'll have a great time playing Mortal Kombat 11. Maybe one day everything will change, even though they said they're not going to support it anymore. But I don't know. And then I got to deal with this. It keeps going back to home screen on my Xbox. No other game I have has that. Does that? Not even MKX. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lay off of this for a little bit, and I'm just gonna practice. I'm so rusty in this game. But I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna just show myself practicing a little bit. Show you what I can do before I used to be super nasty. Oh, oh, hey, you can't help it when you were able to discover Mortal Kombat, when you got into it. Can't help it. I just so happened to see it in the earliest day. And shit, man, Mortal Kombat was in a pizza shop when I was a kid. And it was my first time seeing it. And I was like, because I always loved Bruce Lee and, just martial arts, you know what I'm saying? Just the mysticalness of all that shit, like Enter the Dragon, all that stuff. Anyway, I see this. You're getting exclusive information right now. I see this, striking machine, this red machine, right? Red and black machine. I'm like, okay, this looks pretty cool. Because at the time, I was a fan of Pit Fighter, the game called Pit Fighter. Oh, really? Really? Oh, okay. That's cool.
Sub-Zero.
Good for him, man. Good for him. That's cool as shit.
Tremor.
Yeah, I told you I'm rusty in this shit. What? Why is this? My controller ain't even working right. What? This ain't even working right. What's going on with my controller? I used to be super nasty. I used to be so ill in this shit. What the fuck? I'm looking rusty on stream. What? I wish I could find some matches. Play against people in here. I used to be so fucking ill. You know something? You know what? I do the same thing. I do the same thing. I start with Sub-Zero usually Sub-Zero or Liu Kang, and I throw Raiden in there too. But something told me don't play the new Mortal Kombat. Something said stay on MKX, and I didn't follow my intuition. Because I'm telling you, when I first saw that trailer for MK11, I was hyped, but something about it told me this is gonna be some bullshit. And I'm gonna tell you what it was, right? What it was seeing Shao Kahn's ears, the bunny ear, the new helmet that he gave him. I was like, yo, this is gonna be some bullshit. I know that's like real cheap, right? Or like real, you know, like extra. I don't give a fuck. I read shit like that. The fuck? And ever since I played Mortal Kombat 11, it made me stupid. It made me stupid to fighting games. Yeah, same here, yo. You know, I was gonna buy MK11 day one, but my girl had pre-ordered for me, and to me that was the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Well, honestly, I gotta keep it real with you. I was a past girl I used to deal with bought me this game. She pre-ordered it for me. So basically, both of these games, MKX and MK11, was pre-ordered for me for some girls I dealt with, or one that I'm still with. But I was so pissed because I feel like NRS robbed my girl because she pre-ordered MK11 for me. I fucking hate that game. And you know what? I'm gonna tell you something else. I actually went to NRS, real shit. I went to NetherRealm Studios. It was like 2019. I didn't plan on going. What happened was I had called a Greyhound to handle some business, and one of the stops was in Chicago, and we had a 10-hour lay. And I was like, shit, since I'm in Chicago, it's my first time. Isn't this where they make Mortal Kombat at? So, you know, me, I said, hell yeah, I gotta check, you know, see if I can make it. So, I remember I walked like close to 6 miles each way, you know, to NetherRealm and going back. Man, what did I do? I Googled it. I Googled the directions and I walked the directions, man. Oh my God. It was a goddamn quest. It was a goddamn journey, bro. And I'm walking with a suitcase, a rolling suitcase, right? So anyway, so I get there. If you hear me pause, it's because I hear myself in my ear, like echo, and I hate it. I'm trying to fix that too. So anyway, I get to NetherRealm Studios. I have pictures to prove it. I get there. It's on a Sunday, mind you. I walk up and I'm like, wait, this can't be NetherRealm, because I'm thinking it's, you know, some big ass kingdom. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm just fucking around. But I'm thinking it's some huge place. But it's no different from if you, in your area, you see like office buildings and shit, and you see like suites. That's how it is. It's not like a big ass building. The internet and TV makes it look like big. So I walk up and I see reserved parking. Yep, that's what happened with me. I was caught in the hype too, man. Oh my God, especially Maximilian Dude's video where he showed the reveal where they accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally revealed Noob ahead of time, and then they showed the trailer and how hyped Max was. It just made me even more hyped. But anyway, so I'm at NetherRealm Studios. I didn't go in because first off, they don't know me. Plus, you know, I'm black. You know what I mean? Just being honest. I show up unannounced. I walk up to the door, the front door, because when you first go there on your left, well, facing the studio building, on the very left, the first window, there was a statue of Kung Lao. They actually have a statue of Kung Lao, and on the back wall they have a banner, like a medium-sized banner. It's not huge, but a medium-sized banner of one of the first, if not first, promo for Mortal Kombat 1, the game, for Super Nintendo, Genesis, and all that. It was dope, man. And I looked in it, like they got the NetherRealm Studios logo on the doors. But yeah, man, yeah. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing that a lot of people don't know, and I haven't seen any streamers say this online. But this is real shit. Well, at the time when this first dropped, I actually with the NetherRealm Studios, I think a week or two before or after it dropped, I forget 'cause it's been a while. MK11 dropped. I shit you not. In MK9, they got the tower building. It's like the building with the water tower. That's actually a real building in Chicago. That water tower is actually there. I saw it. And on the side of the building, they had a huge ass promo billboard for Mortal Kombat 11. It was Scorpion, the cover for MK11. It was a big thing on the side of the brick building. I was there, bro. I took pictures and all that shit. I'm like, damn, this is the actual tower. This is the actual stage. I'm here at the stage. I was there on a bridge from MK9 that, yeah, real shit. I got pictures. I got pictures to prove all that. Of me being there and all that. The bridge stage, where they do the stage fatality, where the taxi hits their opponent. I was there. That's actually a real stage. I was on that bridge. What else did I see? All the bus stops, well, most of the bus stops in Chicago, they had the promo banner poster for MK11. And then at the bottom, it said made in Chicago. Yo, I shit you not. It was one of the most surreal moments of my life. And when I was in front of NetherRealm, in front of doors, like, yo, I actually touched the doors. Like, I was geeking out. I ain't gonna lie. I touched the doors, took a picture of me touching the doors. I looked back, and behind me, somebody had pulled up because the parking lot wasn't even really like packed. It was like a little bit of cars, but towards the NetherRealm side, it wasn't really any cars. So a car pulled up, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Ed Boon. Real shit. This sound like I'm capping. This sound like I'm lying. I shit you not. I'm not. None of this is a lie, bro. I recorded, I took pictures, because this is like a bucket list thing for me. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I thought it was like a major dev or Ed Boon, and it wasn't. It was it was a Chinese food delivery driver. So I'm like, oh man. So he comes to the door, and I'm like, oh shit, I step out of his way. And one of the devs, I don't know who it was. It wasn't like some major person. Yeah, it wasn't Ed Boon, but it was a regular, dev that worked there at NetherRealm. He opens the door wearing a NetherRealm Studios shirt, NetherRealm Studios baseball cap, a black hoodie, and I'm like, yo, this is my only opportunity to be able to speak to somebody at NetherRealm. And I'm telling him, like, yo, listen, you can trust me. I'm not a threat. I'm not some like weird ass. I just want to say thank you for making MK11. I mean, making Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat since I was a kid. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for everything. And the dude was like, yeah, thank you, man. Thank you for your support. Appreciate it, And I said, my girl, this is before I played MK11, y'all. I said, my girl pre-ordered MK11. I know it's about to drop, but I'm not going to be home in time because I'm doing business. But when I get back, I can't wait to play it. And he was like, sure thing. Thank you for support. Not knowing that was the most worst game I ever played in my life. They ruined Mortal Kombat. Yeah, real shit. But I'm happy that I actually got a chance to see the place that's behind everything, basically. Like they're behind. That's the place where they made, if I'm correct, they made the first Mortal Kombat, all of them. But see, at the time it was called Midway. Hell yeah! Like it was one of those things. The best way I could describe it is that you're in the moment at a certain place in the moment, but it seems too real to be true. and the place is smaller than you expected, but you're literally at the place. That's the best I could put it. It was like I was trying to live in a moment as much as I could, but I could not believe I was there. I couldn't believe I was even in Chicago. Period. Chicago is beautiful, actually. The city, the inner city, very beautiful. I'm looking real scrubby in this game right now. I swear to you, I'm not. That's how far removed I am from this game. The fuck? I know that. Come on. What? Alright, I remember that shit. That's that shit you gotta be on point with. Ugh. That's not what I was gonna do. Oh, hey. Why isn't that connecting? Oh. Oh my god. Yo, I saw what you just wrote. Alright. Keep this, right? I finally get back home where I live. I got my Xbox there. I didn't even crack open the gift my girl bought me. Didn't even crack open MK11 yet. And what I was doing was, before I left, you know, for my business thing, business trip, I was practicing the MKX to get myself ready. So, because I knew when I got back, I'm hopping right on in MK11 because I knew it was gonna be out by the time I come back. So, man, I remember I picked Kung Lao because Kung Lao was like my main in this game, in MKX. My girl and her mom were right there watching me because they just was like, he's like a little kid with his, you know, new toy. And my girl knows how much I love Mortal Kombat. I hop on, yo, I get my ass whooped in MK11 because it felt nothing like MKX. It was so like I'm like, yo, I'm hitting button, why am I getting hit? Or I'm hitting block, why am I getting hit? Like I'm like, what the, like, you know? And I never forgot I was playing against a Jax. It kept doing that 4-3 because it was my first time playing. I didn't know how cheap that 4-3 was, and the cheap overhead or low. Like I didn't know. Man, ever since then, I said, you know what? Whatever time I got, I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play MK11. I gotta master. I can't believe I got beat the first time I played this game, and ever since then, I just couldn't get with it, bro. I couldn't get with it. It's slow. It's fucking not just slow. It's heavy. Like all the characters feel like okay. So I'm jumping around here. I'm jumping around here in MKX, right? This is with Sub-Zero. The moves make sense. It's not all slow and clunky and sluggish. The backdash. Look at the backdash. It makes sense. The backdash. You can run. You don't have to chase somebody the whole time. Like you could run against them. Like watch this. Like I could run against them. They don't know what's coming. They don't know what's coming. In MK11, you gotta look up. I could close in his face. Cancel. Look at that. Like, and then there's so many openers. Like that's one punish. That's a high punish. Right? Yep. Same story. The only difference with mine is that I didn't know. I can't even say fortunately I didn't buy it because it came out my girl's pocket. Like they robbed my girl, bro. When I talk about MK11 or when I talk about the MK franchise, it comes from a deep, passionate hate for what they did to Mortal Kombat. Because okay, Mortal Kombat is my favorite franchise since I was a kid, besides the Terminator and the Matrix, right? Now here is my little transition into my little transition into talking about other things that's in Mortal Kombat. All right, in my opinion, yeah, they robbed us. Yo, in my opinion, the greatest things to ever come out as far as franchises that were like groundbreaking and made you like you didn't see anything like it before and changed life, you know, to me is Mortal Kombat. Prior to Mortal Kombat, the only thing that was close to it, and I remember, was a game called Pit Fighter. And that was like a Royal Rumble kind of game. Like, I don't know, you gotta Google it. It's hard for me to explain. But as far as like a little bit of blood and close to being looking realistic and a little bit of martial arts, it was Pit Fighter. But Pit Fighter didn't do it how Mortal Kombat did it. When Mortal Kombat 1 came out, I'm telling you, how it was, everybody. I mean, whether you was gonna get some pizza, a cheesesteak or whatever, you're like, what is that? It caught your eye. Mortal Kombat changed gaming. You're right. Yeah, it just you know, you see this character on the side of the arcade machine. First off, you didn't have gaming consoles like that back then. You had an Atari. You probably had a little Nintendo, and not shitting on those. 'Cause I had those too. Well, I had the original Nintendo. My uncle had the Atari, but I still love those consoles to this day. I love Duck Hunt and all that stuff, right? Old Mario. But you didn't see realistic people fighting. You didn't see a ninja, you know what I mean, throw a spear out, whatever the hell it was, a harpoon out, and say, "Get over here." You're like, "What the fuck is this?" Absolutely, absolutely. It had everybody. Listen, the closest that we had to Mortal Kombat back then, I shit you not, was Ninja Turtles. I love Ninja Turtles, by the way, the first movie, the back in the day shit. Um, you had like Leonardo with the swords, Donatello, you know, the whole nine, you know, the size. So of course, like we was into that because ever since Bruce Lee, I'd say everybody was into martial arts, the Kung Fu Saturdays, you know, the Kung Fu movies, Jet Li, all that stuff, and especially Enter the Dragon. Enter the Dragons was just like it was just the ish, right? And at the time in the early '90s, it was a big wave of ninja stuff, Ninja Turtles, Three Ninjas, Surf Ninjas, you know. Okay, that's what's up. That's cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Yo, when Mortal Kombat came out, people, like you said, people were shook, and also was like, "What the hell?" You, it was like it was hard to buy your pizza at the pizza shop because a lot of these times when you saw a new game, a new arcade game, it was in a pizza shop. It was everywhere. That's right. It was everywhere. It was the shit, right? This is around the time the first Terminator, well, the first Terminator was already out, but this is around the time when, you know, you had movies like RoboCop, Predator. You had, I think Total Recall had just came out. I forget, but these movies were pop culture. This was it, and then people still riding the wave, hanging on to martial arts. Anyway, so you see you see like these different color ninjas. You see a blue ninja throwing ice out and he freezes somebody. Then you see somebody rip their heart out or head off, and you know it's like, what is this? But not what is this like in this BS. It's like, yo, what is this? Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. Yeah. Now in the 2000s, okay, I gotta say this. Mortal Kombat was such a phenomenon. I remember going to the mall because the mall back where I lived, where I'm from, it had an arcade back then and a movie theater across from it in the hallway. So anyway, this is how big Mortal Kombat was. You knew exactly where the Mortal Kombat machine was in the arcade by just looking to where the biggest crowd is. Looking to where the biggest crowd was. That's how you could tell that's where the Mortal Kombat machine was. And without a doubt, it was always the truth. And man, you know how like now we look for a match in the versus screen or the casual screen. Back then, we would put our tokens or quarters on the screen, like, all right, I got next. And before that, nobody ever heard or seen a such thing as a fatality. And when they show fatalities in that game, our minds were already blown by Mortal Kombat, like period. You know, the fact that they have blood and it's realistic. But when they show a fatality, people was like, "Yo, how did you do that? How did you do that?" Then you had the, the snobs wouldn't tell you. Um, so when you did it, it was like a big, huge thing. Like, oh shit, I did it, So man, it was crazy. So anyway, Mortal Kombat became such a phenomenon. Like you said, it create the it's responsible for the rating system. This is pre GTA, all that. Um, it became so massive that it's like they had to make a movie about it. But anyway, fast forward to the 2000s. Um, to be honest with you, just from my opinion, and I think I said this in an old video I made. I think that Mortal Kombat lost its way around the time of MK4 because at the time when Mortal Kombat 1 came out into 2 and into 3, the longest that the sequels yeah man, yeah, the longest in time that it took for the sequel to a Mortal Kombat game to come out was about 2 years, if that, because Mortal Kombat 2 came out in 1993 if I'm correct. And that was on Sega Genesis. I remember the game manuals. I remember I knew this dude who had this classic Game Informer. I wish I had it. I wish I had it. It had Kung Lao, Baraka, Katana on the cover. Classic shit, bro. Right now the page is probably like brown yellow. But Mortal Kombat 3 was when it seemed like Ed Boon and John Tobias was like, all right, we got to keep topping the previous game, but we can't keep relying on the most popular character, which was Scorpion for some reason. Who was my favorite character to stay? So they took Scorpion. You can look this up to see if I'm lying or not. They took Scorpion out of Mortal Kombat 3. I remember when the first Mortal Kombat 3 game dropped, everybody, including myself, was like, who's this yellow robot? But they turned Scorpion into a robot? Where the hell is the Ninja Scorpion? And yeah, the card thing. I remember when they transferred everything to the cards instead of the tokens and the quarters. So I see this screen, the select screen. I'm like, yo, who is this? Look like a tarantula spider dude. Oh, his name's Cabal. Yo, this dude look weird, but I fuck with him. Oh shit, he runs fast. Oh, you spinning. I like how they changed the look and shit, but they didn't have Scorpion in it. And when I saw the Yellow Ninja, his name was a Scorpion. It said Cyrax. I'm like, who is this? Who's this red? You know what I mean? So in my mind, honestly, when I saw them, I not only thought all these new characters. Now remember what I'm saying, right? For a reason. All these new characters they brought in were dope as fuck. I love the ideas. Compared to now, the new characters that they have, we're like, well, I'm like, what is this? Who gives a fuck about a Jackie? You know what I mean? So that's when they had brought in a character named Stryker, who was actually supposed to be in the original Mortal Kombat games, but you can look up that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's up, Vertigo? So yeah, they brought in Stryker, they brought in Cabal, they brought in, I believe, Shiva. No, Shiva came in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. But anyway, long story short, people didn't really like Mortal Kombat 3 that much. Not because the gameplay sucked, it was amazing. And the way it looked, it was dope. The music, all that shit. They didn't like it because they didn't have Scorpion in it. And they didn't have Reptile in it. And they didn't have Katana and Jade. So that's why immediately they came out with Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. That shit came out within like a year, bro. And that's when everything was like, everything just changed. Right after that game, that's when things start to go to the worst in Mortal Kombat, in my opinion. Because Tekken and Street Fighter was starting to go 3D. Tekken was already 3D for the most part. But you had games like, yeah, you need the ninjas. I don't know what they're thinking without the ninjas. Tekken was starting to take off big time in the arcade. And I think that Ed Boon and them got scared. It was like, yo, our fighter is a 2D fighter. And the other games are like, it's just, you could just move all around the screen, you know. So that's why I think that they tried to battle with that, with those games, making Mortal Kombat 4. And they lost their way. It's the same thing that they did with MK11. They went against their way. Mortal Kombat is a fast-paced fighter. Yeah, Mortal Kombat is supposed to be a fast-paced fighter. It's not supposed to be slow like Street Fighter. That's Street Fighter. Nothing against Street Fighter, but that game is a game where you hold back to block, just like Injustice. This is the reason why, if you ask, you know, in my opinion, you see so many people talking about who know their shit, talk about MK11 is basically Injustice. This is why it fails. Not only did they take the combos out, the long strings and the thought, into the gameplay, you could just do dumb shit and get away with it in MK11 without thinking. But MK11 will be better if you held back to block, because it's played it was made in a way like Injustice. MK2 is cheap. My God, man, I don't know how much money was sucked from me when I was a kid playing MK2, because man, there was so many times I should have beat the computer and it didn't happen because of the brokenness of it. But I love MK2. Don't get me wrong, I love it. Shit was dope. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all know. Maybe you do. Back in Mortal Kombat 2, Reptile. This is the first time you had Reptile on a thing. Yeah. Still like the supers continue combo. Exactly. Keep the flow going. Keep the momentum going. If y'all hear me pause, I gotta say this again so anybody new or doesn't know. If you hear me pause, it's because my audio, I hear feedback in my mic. I hear myself talking. Oh my God, that's one of my favorite games of all time, MK Trilogy. Yes. Yeah, that's how I got beat. From what I remember, that's how I got beat. They kept throwing me out of my move. Just broken. And you know what's something? If you could still find that video online on YouTube, I remember they went inside NetherRealm Studios and they had made a video. The devs were saying that they were inspired. MK11 was inspired by Mortal Kombat 2. Now you see why it's so broken? I think MK11 is a mixture of not just a money grab, but it's a mixture of MK2 and Injustice, and a sprinkle of, okay, let's get more people to buy Mortal Kombat by making it so busted so that even the cheapos, the normies, the scrubs can feel like they're good. Meanwhile, the real fans have to suffer for another 3 or 4 years so a new installment comes out, if a new installment comes out. Yeah, and now it all comes together, right? But yeah, man, Mortal Kombat to me is the greatest franchise outside of The Matrix and Terminator. Now, here, yeah, I was telling him I'm kind of rusty. It's been a minute. I haven't played this in so long. MK11 made me stupid. Fuck. I used to be super nasty in this game. What the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? Oh no. Like this game just flows. Oh, the audio's messed up. Oh no. See, I didn't know. I thought the audio would be a little better. I guess the gameplay isn't matching. Ooh. There's so many openings. There's so many ways you can be creative in this game. I love it. Why is this shit? It's probably because I'm streaming too. No excuses. I'm trying. Why is it not catching? There we go. I knew that could connect. Alright, you know what? This is how I'm gonna do it. Yeah, same here. Same here. I ain't gonna lie. You know, real shit. Katana. She drew me in even more. When I first saw MK2, I was like, God damn, this bitch is sexy. Real shit. And Melina, I was like, yo, just everything that they was coming up with back then was just captivating to me. Like the idea of a woman with her mouth all fucked up like under the mask, but you don't know it because you think she's such shit is crazy. Like they were just back to back on point with just amazing shit.
Aaron Black.
Why isn't this working? Yeah, now it works. Alright, I'm starting to get some of my combos back. I used to be even better. Okay, some of it's coming back. I know y'all saw that combo.
The wise know when to leave.
Yes, MKX is dog.
The wise know when to leave.
Ooh, my combos are coming back. Ooh, no meter burn.
The wise know when to leave.
What? Why is that?
The wise know when to leave. The wise know when to leave.
Ooh, wait, what? Okay.
The wise know when to leave.
Whoa, 30 on that? Oh no, it was the jump. Yes. Oh yes, it was so unique. You had
The wise know when to leave.
okay, so it's like it was a given in life. You have to have a blue versus yellow or yellow versus blue ninja. The polar opposites, fire versus ice, hell versus hellfire versus the cold, and the stories behind it. I gotta say this though. Gotta be honest. Even though I love Mortal Kombat, I'm talking about prior to MK11 and shit. I think that MK11 still suffered. It was its own worst enemy, which is partially why I think they can't make a good movie. Even though I know if we had our hands in it, we make an epic movie. It's because let's see. I think it's kind of what Enter the Dragon went through. What I'm trying to say is this. I'm trying to explain it to you. Mortal Kombat, the first one. Let's stick with the first original story. Mortal Kombat is about a tournament, and in the tournament, it's a conglomerate of all these different fighters who don't know each other, and they come from different parts of life, different walks of life. But the problem is they all have their own separate reasons of being there at the tournament. So it's like at what part is the main focus? Which character's story arc or which storyline is the main focus, right? So I think this is why the new Mortal Kombat movie suffered, not only because it just didn't have the right people behind it and they put in a fake character that never existed. Anyway, it's because if you're gonna make the movie genuine to the lore, the main character has to be Liu Kang because he's the chosen one. That's the part that the original movie got right. But you can't forget, you have Sonya Blade, who's on her own mission against Kano. What's the original 95 movie, tried to incorporate, which I love Mortal Kombat 95 movie so much to this day, even though they should have just went balls to the wall, gory. They should have went all out. But I still love that movie. And then you have Scorpion with Sub-Zero. Now, the 95 movie did a good thing. At first, I was kind of mad, but they did a good thing if you think about it, because they made Scorpion and Sub-Zero like brain dead, mind control minions of Shang Tsung. If they wouldn't have done that, they would have suffered in trying to squeeze the story of Sub-Zero and Scorpion into the same movie. How do you have that? How do you make that work? They fumbled, destroyed the bag, bro. Destroyed it. Like, okay, they had the best Sonya Blade casting, or a good Sonya Blade. I liked her. I thought she was cool. I think she's sexy too. But anyway, they had a good Sonya Blade. I'm just gonna say who I think they got right. Okay, they had a good Sonya Blade. I don't have a problem with her. I'm gonna go with the good first. They had a good Sub-Zero, not the role, not the role, but not how he was portrayed in that movie, but the casting, the actor for Sub-Zero was good to me. I think Liu Kang was a good casting choice, but how he was used was horrible. I think because he should have been the main focus anyway. So I don't want to go too much in on his shit, because that'd be a nonstop thing, you know. But the 95 casting, I think, was perfect all in all, through and through. I have no complaints about any of the casting of 95 casting. These people are still to this day looked at as the they're still the characters. No matter who portrays them, they're still looked at as, okay, that's Johnny Cage. No matter what, that's Liu Kang, you know. But as far as the new movie, the new Liu Kang, I thought he could have been okay. They just didn't utilize him right. They should. Yo, they had us wait for like damn near 30 years to get that shit. Oh, so how I became a fan since 1992. I said it earlier in my stream. How it happened, from what I remember, I think my mom had randomly went to this a pizza shop, one of our favorite pizza shops at the time. And at the time, arcade machines was the shit. You didn't have game consoles all in everybody's house like that. Like, you had a Nintendo, the first one, and you had the Atari, but you didn't have a Genesis out the blue like that. Genesis came a little later. Genesis came around, I'm trying to remember, right around the time when Mortal Kombat 1 came out. It was right around the same time, because at the time, all they had for Sega Genesis was Sonic the Hedgehog, for the most part. And BBC America. Oh yeah? Oh, okay. I'm just not seeing your messages. I'm sorry. But yeah, how I came into it, my mom went to the shop. I happened to look over to the side because I was a fan of this game called Battletoads and Pit Fighter. Those are the two games I will always see in that same pizza shop, and I just play them all the time. And then I see this new thing called Mortal Kombat, new game. I'm like, what? What is this? Was in love since that moment on, and especially when I see this yellow ninja. Something about the yellow ninja just really made me just like I could. It's like it sucked me in. It's like it was calling my soul. And he said, "Get over here!" Like, yo, ever since then, I was just a fan. Just a fan. There's more to it, but um, but yeah. Uh, Back to what I was saying about the Mortal Kombat new movie, and I'm gonna go in on just movies, period, if you ask me. And I might start doing rants and streams about everything, not just Mortal Kombat. Lance Reddick, the actor, just came out calling people who didn't like the new Resident Evil show on Netflix trolls, didn't support trolls. Nothing against him personally. I don't know the man, right? I love, I like his work from what I've seen of him in movies. But what he did is evidence that these actors and whoever's involved with producing these movies and stuff, they don't care about the lore of these franchises. They look at it as, okay, this is another thing that makes my resume more beefed up. It's another credit that I could put there, help me get a better role, a new role. Also, this is the paycheck. There's no way because I love Resident Evil too, by the way. I love Resident Evil. There's no way any person who really loves Mortal Kombat or really loves Resident Evil or any of these franchises would allow themselves to take part in the portrayal of what they came to be as far as live action. You can't tell me, you can't get me to believe that the guy who played Jax in a new movie is a real Mortal Kombat fan. There's no way. How would he think it's okay for him to get on the pit stage? This, mind you, this is the first time the pit stage has ever been portrayed on a big screen in real time in live action, and they don't even utilize it. They have him do this stupid ass. I mean, it was cool, but they should have did it elsewhere. They had him do that cheap ass hand clap fatality on the pit stage. I never saw the Resident Evil Afterlife. Honestly, I've been so busy. That's why I haven't been dropping videos like that. Because I've been running around like crazy. And my life, I've been trying to get money, trying to get my life, everything squared away. Um, I haven't seen the Afterlife one, but I have Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. Those are some of my favorite games. Top five, definitely. Ever. Um, the top 10 ever. I love Metal Gear Solid too, by the way. But why would Netflix invest all this money to make a live action portrayal of a beloved franchise now? Beloved. There's so many fans of Resident Evil. And then be shocked that it doesn't get support or it gets heavily criticized. And then they pull the plug on it. Cancel. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. If you ask me, then this is where I might lose y'all. Hopefully I don't, but I'm gonna be real. I feel that all this entertainment is controlled by outside force. I'm not going to be too controversial. I'm trying not to, but think about it. How is it that all these different companies supposedly have different production companies behind them, different production heads, but they all seem to be doing this quote unquote woke shit? Pushing nothing against women. I support women. At the same time, they're making women more so the strong leaders and the roles, like, and then making them Mary Sue's with plot armor. I'm supposed to suspend all my disbelief and just believe that this is gonna happen. Like, it's so much of this shit. And what's my idea to have an announcement? Hopefully you guys like the video and donate if you can, because I'm hurting for money, being honest. Um, okay, and I don't want to be too loud either, out of respect. All right, so what's my idea to have for announcement? Okay, I don't know if you guys know this, but The actor Kiefer Sutherland. I think you guys know who he is. His name is Kiefer Sutherland. He was in a movie called The Lost Boys back in the 80s. It was a vampire movie. The reason why I'm bringing him up is because it came out that he was supposed to be the voice for MK11, the original voice. When I saw that, that's what made me have so much hope for MK11. Uh, and it wasn't even announced that MK11 was coming out, but it leaked that something was being made at NetherRealm Studios, and I guess for some reason they yanked him from it. But if I was to choose anybody today, since Steve Ritchie can't do it anymore because his voice or something happened with him health wise, because Steve Ritchie, the original Shao Kahn voice, is my favorite voice of all time. His voice, epic, deadly, visceral, like it is Mortal Kombat, you know? And Mortal Kombat doesn't feel the same without that kind of voice. But another deadly voice, I think that would be perfect for it. For the new Mortal Kombat, and hopefully they have the voice do the random, inserts during the match, like outstanding, superb, and stuff like that. I think Kiefer Sutherland would be perfect. If you look up this movie called Phone Booth, yes, OG Shao Kahn. There was this movie called shit. My voice kind of sound like that. The announce voice a little bit. I wish I could do it, but they don't know who I am. But anyway, just to hear Steve Ritchie say Scorpion, Jax, finishing. But the movie called Phone Booth, it has Colin Farrell in it. Colin Farrell. The actor is the caller. Let's see. Yes, the caller. That's right. That's right. The caller. You got it. I'm so glad you got it, man. Good job. So the caller in Phone Booth, his voice. That's who I would choose for the announcer voice. I think they also need to take out this voice that's been in Mortal Kombat since MKX, because for one, who is this announcer? He's not a character in the game. It's not Shao Kahn, because Shao Kahn used to be the announcer for the game because he was the head boss. That makes sense, right? But who is this character saying fight and all that shit? Like, who is he? NRS also dropped the ball as usual for some reason, because they had, man, this would have made me play MK11 even more, even though I hate the game. They had the opportunity to not only have the guy who voices Spawn. Imagine if you had Spawn doing an announcer voice, but they fumbled that. They missed that opportunity. They didn't even think about it, I guess. And they didn't even utilize Karaoke Tagawa, Shang Tsung. How do you miss the opportunity of having Shang Tsung? Yes, that's the movie where the rich dude was supposed to stay in a booth. Yes, that's the one. Just, I mean, you guys might feel different. And I respect that, but knowing what I know from Mortal Kombat back in the day, and just knowing Mortal Kombat for what it is, like the fighting and just the bloodiness and all that shit, that's another thing I'm about to get on too. Yeah, Keith Davidson, like his voice, it should have been an announcer choice in this. They should have had OG Johnny Cage from the movie, his voice as announcer. Karaoke Tagawa, the original Shang Tsung, his voice is an announcer choice. And they should have, let me see, one more. I don't think they should have did the Arnold thing if it wasn't the real Arnold. I think Mortal Kombat announcer voices should stay sounding deadly. Oh, I got the one. They should have had the original actor who played Raiden, the original one, do the voice. Even though his voice has kind of changed, I think his voice would match more. Because remember, he was like, that's enough. No. Wait, I think that's what he said in the old movie, the original movie. He said, that's enough. And then he's like, I don't think so. Like, that would just sound dope in this game. Yeah, I think that's about right. Kiefer Sutherland is my choice for the voice. Yeah, Christopher Lambert, yep. But Kiefer Sutherland, I think he's the perfect voice for the new game. I think Mortal Kombat should go back to its roots. I think Mortal Kombat should keep the fatalities quick. They shouldn't be too cinematic. Because even though they're cool to look at, yes, haha, I don't think so. Yeah, perfect, right? Um, Even though it's cool to look at, like when they showed the game reveal for MK11, it was like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening. You know, it looks epic. Um, it gets too repetitive. You know, after about the fourth, fifth time, I'm like, all right, I've seen it. All right. Now, if they were to incorporate the same kind of style of X-Ray or Fatal Blow, hopefully Fatal Blow is dead forever. Um, but if they do bring that, you know, whatever super back, not only should they not make it so as broken as it is in MK11, they should bring it back to how it was in MKX. But they should also give us an option. We should have an input option to have another option of X-ray move. I think every character should have two separate X-ray moves, so you don't get tired of seeing the same animation. Um, Also, I think that the fighters, since they show how the characters look detailed, just the leather, the material, the facial animations and expressions a little better. I think the new Mortal Kombat, especially since Street Fighter 6 looks a little bit more realistic than it's ever been, and also Tekken 8, I think it's Tekken 8 that's coming out, has upped their bar from what I saw the screenshot. Mortal Kombat, for it to stay in the forefront of graphics and everything, Mortal Kombat 12 needs to look damn near, if not like real life. I think it has to like real life. I think it should play like MKX 2.0, if you ask me. It should play MKX. It shouldn't be as broken. Um, yeah, yeah, X-rays that aren't too long. I totally agree. At least two or three. I think that should be. That should. You know what? You gave me an idea. I think that X-rays should also be a part of customization. The same way how you could choose your intro and outro, I think you should be able to choose which X-ray animations you want, so that it's exciting, that you don't see the same thing over and over again. And I think the way they showed the intros of um, the matches at MKX, I think that's how they should do it in the new Mortal Kombat coming out. I don't like how they did the whole MK11 intros. It just looks too injustice-y. Yes, yes. Man, Batboy, you're like I don't know. You're like a twin. You're like a twin soul, man. We think so much alike. Um, what was I gonna say? I also think, and once again, y'all, if you hear me pause, it's because I hear myself in my ear. I have a headset on. I hear myself in my ear, and I try to, be able to talk clearly without talking. I'm trying to fix it. Hopefully, one day I can fix the audio. Uh, okay. I think when you cut Mortal Kombat, the new one on, Mortal Kombat 12 or whatever it's going to be called, they should put the original Mortal Kombat theme in the title screen. It's about damn time after 30 years, especially it's the 30-year anniversary within a month and a half or 2 months. Why not have the actual original Mortal Kombat theme that they use in the movie, the original movie, in the title screen? And have fire or some flames behind the logo. Bring the original logo back of the dragon with a slight tweak to it if you want to. Make the intro cinematic. This intro for MK11 is so stale. Okay? It looks like piss in the background, honestly. Also, when you get to the character select screen, I think they should have it similar to MKX, but when you pick the characters, you see them do their animation that looks a little better than the animation in MK11. I kind of like how they did the animation in MK11 character screen, I ain't gonna lie. But they should make it so where the characters are like damn near touching each other, or they're like facing each other, like they're about to fight right there on the screen. And then you see it zoom out into the actual stage you're gonna fight in. Instead of it, having a loading screen, they should just show them zooming out, and then they take their separate, places in the stage, like they're getting ready to fight. And as they're getting ready to fight, you see them do their like little moves. Y'all can't see me on camera, but they do this like little, how like Kung Lao does the ending pose when he wins. Each character does their like little ready stance, and as they're doing a ready stance, it just looks deadly, and they're talking to each other, and they're just talking their shit. And then I think fight. Yes, agreed, agreed. Um, when it says fight, I think the fight should look bloody. I think the letter should look bloody, but a realistic bloody, a realistic but modern, not cheap bloody. It should be fight, like on the screen. Um, and during the match, like I said, I think they should bring back the or like well done. Maybe not the laugh because that would mean Shao Kahn, but something like outstanding or something that just hypes up the match. That's another thing that's missing in Mortal Kombat. Like when you fight, you might hear. I'm talking now. You might hear like Hanzo, please, and yes, 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 yes. That's what I'm talking about. Like that realistic looking blood. And that's in a way what I mean about bringing MK back to its roots, where it was darker, it was grittier, it was bloody, it was realistic, but there was a slight, not as much as MK11, but slight goofiness to it, where okay, they reel it back so it doesn't look like it's just murder. You know what I mean? Like just murder. Just a little bit of goofiness in there. I think that's what it. Okay, so besides Kiefer, um, damn, I gotta think about that one because he was always my choice. Um, damn, you got me thinking. Shit, me. I think I should be the announcer voice because I think I could do a little something. Scorpion, Jax, Melina. You know what I mean? I got a little something in there. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, okay, so from what I've seen, I don't know for sure, but from what I've seen, the new Mortal Kombat game, if it's going to be Mortal Kombat, is going to be on a tweaked version of Unreal 4, just like they did with the Unreal 3, like you said. Um, so it seems like maybe they're trying to cut back on cost. Yeah, yeah, I would love to hear it. Man, you brought back a memory in my head of when me and my little brother, went to go see Mortal Kombat 1 the first time in '95. And when Liu Kang knocked the lizard, that scene. And then out of nowhere, and then you know what? That scene is on YouTube. Somebody has it. I downloaded it before YouTube took it off. But somebody has a video of when people recorded the exact moment everybody first saw that scene of Reptile turning into the ninja Reptile in the Mortal Kombat movie. But yeah, when it says Reptile, I can't do it right because I hear myself in my ear. But if I didn't hear myself in my ear, I'd probably do it a little better. Reptile. Oh my God. Yeah, man. See, the reason why I didn't want Arnold to do the voice for MK11 is because they didn't have the actual Arnold, so it would just feel cheap. Um, and so imagine, right? Yeah, you're right. Imagine if Stallone did the yeah, round one. That'd be crazy, man. That'd be crazy. That would make it. That would make it a little bit more fun too. I give that. So yeah, I would like to hear them as voices in MK11 and MK11, but in the new MK game coming out, if it's coming out, it's got to be Kiefer Sutherland. Um, to me, I can't think of anybody else with a voice that deadly. Like it just matches. Even when he just talks normal, it just sounds like I hear pain. I hear pain. I hear suffering. I hear just, and that's what Mortal Kombat is. To me, Mortal Kombat, it's a mixture of deadliness it's a mixture of deadliness, hardcore fighting. Like you see somebody like it looks like they were in Mortal Kombat. You know, it's the fight to the death, literally. That's what the name actually means. It means death fighting, mortal death combat fighting. It means death fighting, fight to the death. So that's what the voice should encapsulate. You know, um, but the polar opposite, which is also incorporated in Mortal Kombat, is the preservation of life. I believe Raiden said that in one of the movies. Mortal Kombat is it's not about death, but also the preservation of life, which really it is, because the fighters were fighting to preserve life on Earth as we knew it forevermore. So that's like it's kind of biblical in a way, if you think about it. Um, have you guys realized that the story of Thanos and Gamora and I forgot the other Nebula, that story is kind of similar to Shao Kahn, Kitana, and Melina. If you really, really, really think about it, like you know, you got this outer worldly conqueror coming through. Yeah, totally agree. Customization should be real customization. I'm gonna touch on all that shit eventually. Um, but yeah, man, you got this outer world conqueror coming through different worlds. Um, and then he just takes in this otherworldly girl as his daughter. And then the otherworldly girl that he's taking in as his daughter. Oh my God, I feel that the second NK movie, man, Annihilation is better than the 2021 movie in my opinion. I ain't going cap, bro. Real shit. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest. The new Mortal Kombat movie, I can't say on stream what my real thoughts are because I don't want to, I don't want nobody coming after me, them boys. But I feel like people who was involved with that new movie need to either be sued or dealt with. And I don't mean in the worst way, but they should be. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because you got to think, man. You had to wait damn near 30 years for a movie. Let me tell you something. Imagine what I feel like, what I went through, seeing that new movie was what it was. When ever since 2000, I believe, ever since 2005, at least, I used to look on the internet on websites like upcomingmovies.net or comingsoon.net or .com, looking up, is there going to be a new Mortal Kombat movie? Is there a new Mortal Kombat movie being in production? And then seeing it saying, oh, this just in, leak, Mortal Kombat is in production, pre-production, or there's writers being, you know what I mean? Seeing this over the years and nothing coming of it. And then out of nowhere, you see that they have a web series being developed. Then the web series is kind of shit. Yo, let's not forget. Nothing against what's that guy, Sonata, that played Scorpion in the new movie. Nothing against him. I think he's a cool actor. Let's not forget that they picked a 60-something-year-old actor to portray Scorpion. So let's just say this movie, Mortal Kombat, was really successful, which it wasn't, right? And people loved it, right? No, not a lot of people liked it. Let's say it was successful. How could you think it was okay to cast him as Scorpion when, not trying to be funny, but he's up in age? Who's to say he's going to be even living? Not even just that. He's going to be limited to the acrobatics he's going to be able to do, the moves he's going to do. How could you portray Scorpion in his best light? If anything, what they should have made was, this is how they could have made the movie better. They could have cast him as Scorpion, which they did, but they could have made him as, I forgot the guy's name, Cole Young's like great grandfather, which he was, right? But they should have made Cole Young turn into a modern day Scorpion. That would make more sense to cast Hiroyuki Sanada as the Scorpion when he's up in age. That's the only way it would make more sense. But they turned Cole Young into some tonfa wielding, basket weave, sweater wearing, like what was that? Yeah, it wasn't even a tournament. It, mm, yep. Obviously, somebody thought of it because it happened. But who the hell thinks, okay, we're gonna make a movie, we're gonna do a reboot now of one of the most, if not the most beloved video game movie ever. We're gonna do a reboot of it. Yeah, we're gonna top it. We're gonna top it by putting in characters that never wasn't even mentioned, never wasn't even thought of when the first game came out. What sense does that make? And y'all should know how I am right now. I'm real like real, nuanced, real it's a word for I can't think of it. It's kind of late and kind of tired. But I'm real like anal retentive when it comes to things, real detailed. Yeah, who asked for Go Young? Who thought that was cool? And it seems like these people, you know, it has to be that people who have a lot of money are just people who happen to be very lucky and be around other people who have connections of money. Because there's no way people who think like this, who think that it's okay to have a non-existent character be the star of a whole franchise that's been established, like there's no way these people can have good business acumen. There's no way. Because that's a stupid move. That's throwing away millions of dollars. And then they are talking about making a sequel. And then you have the actors talk about, yeah, time for round two, baby, on Twitter. I will not watch. That's just me, y'all. I will not watch the movie at all. I believe in sticking to my word, and I have the voting power. I have the power of my money, my spending money. Me going, listen. If I see the new movie, it's gonna be some bootleg shit. I'm just being honest with you. Scorpion in the new movie, I gotta say, I didn't like. Reason being, for one, um, he's too up in age as an actor. If they would have cast him as the original Scorpion back in the day, then hell yeah, I would have loved it. But he's too up in age to be Scorpion. Scorpion in the first Mortal Kombat wasn't even portrayed to be Asian. The most Asian he looked was because it was his ninja outfit, but he looked like a white dude. Just be keeping it real with you. But if they were trying to be true to the ethnicity, they should have got a younger Japanese actor. That way he could be more agile. He could do a lot of things that Scorpion. You know what? This is my this is the most realest shit I could say about a live action anything, especially Mortal Kombat. Let me know what y'all think, okay? When it comes to the movie, these people, yeah, he's too old. These people, I might have to go in a minute, y'all. I'm sorry. The characters in movie adaptations, they should do things that you haven't even seen in the game. That's just my opinion. Just like how they did with Scorpion in the first Mortal Kombat movie, when Scorpion said, "Get down here." We never heard Scorpion say that before. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Movie adaptations should bring to life in real time on screen, visually, what you read in the lore, what you read in the bios, what you saw in the little clips of the end of the game and stuff. They should bring it to life, but bring in shit that was never even in the games, so that it's even more like, oh shit, I didn't even think you could do that. Now, peep this, right? If they did that, that could mean that the new Mortal Kombat or whatever game could incorporate the move that was first seen in the movie, and you're like, oh shit, he did that in the movie. You see how? I think that's great business. If I think that's great for business. If, in my opinion, I need to work at these companies. I need to work at these goddamn companies. The problem is I don't know how to get in, and yes, I don't even have the time. I wish I knew people that could get me in. If they could get me in to sit down with everybody, man, I think y'all would cry. That's how epic shit would be. Not just Mortal Kombat. I think Resident Evil, like Resident Evil, right? I think Resident Evil should, of course, be dark. Have a little comedy in there, little. but it should be so dark. Resident Evil should be. It should feel slightly claustrophobic, even though it should be in Raccoon City. I'm gonna have to think more about that to delve more into that, but it should definitely not be anywhere near Resident Evil. Welcome to Raccoon City. Not that I haven't even seen that. Like I said, I vote with my wallet. I don't support no bullshit. Period. Yeah, they even market the movie right. They had Reiko as a bumbling fool who wasn't even in the first game. Melina was black. Enough said. Not even. They had Melina without katana. They had a short Raiden. They had a short Raiden. The movie starts off. First off, the connection between Scorpion and his wife was kind of awkward. He's over confessing his love for her, and she's all looking like, oh, okay, okay. And then they walk back to the house, and okay, I get it. You have the Lin Kuei come through, and it's cool. That part was cool to me. No, no pun intended. But they hid the baby girl. First off, Scorpion never even had a baby girl, but okay, they forced that into the lore to make the whole lineage thing happen. You yeah, gotta have a girl. I get it. Okay. So the original story was Sub Zero, who we thought was Sub Zero, killed Scorpion's wife, killed Hanzo's wife, and is yeah, Melina's supposed to be Asian. But real shit though, I gotta correct myself on that too. I'm actually wrong. Melina, the original Melina and the original Katana, they kind of look like they were either Italian or Hispanic. They didn't look Asian. Just like the first Scorpion Sub Zero, they look white. But I get what you're saying because they're trying to make it more. But this is my thing on that. I'm all over the place of Birch. I'm sorry, y'all. But how the hell do we have? Let's think about it. How do we have an Asian Katana when Sindel doesn't look Asian? Where did her Asianness come from? See, this is another one of those other things that one of those other dumb shits I could pull up about Mortal Kombat. Even though I love it, more of that dumb shit. You got an Asian katana when Sindel looks like she's probably like some kind of Hispanic, whatever, you know what I mean, or white, right? So Emperor Gerard, or what's his name, Gerard Gerard, Katana's father, was he Asian? Because the last time I saw, he looked like some fat white dude. Where did her Asianness come from? Nobody has explained that. I haven't heard it. Um, what was I saying? What was I talking about? I forgot. I lost my place, y'all. I'm sorry because I gotta get going. Yeah, yeah. I mean, nobody's talking. Um. Oh, Cabal's math. First off, Cabal shouldn't have not. He shouldn't have even been in the first movie. But Cabal's mask totally turned me off. One of the one of the characters I look forward to seeing one day in live action to justice, being done to justice was Cabal, and they gave him damn near the mask of Robot Sub Zero, and then he had that stupid ass compartment lump on his mask. Like, all right, I'll see you later, man. Have a good night. Um, you know what? I gotta get going too. Not even gonna lie. I gotta get going, y'all. I'll catch y'all another time. Thank y'all for the support. This was amazing. This was a great stream. I love the opinions, and I thank you guys for the support once again. I'll catch y'all later.